I don't know where you've been, but you're gonna respect this courtroom. My life has proven that it's not about where you come from, it's about where you're going. From a jailed youth who had my record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Victoria Cooper is suing Jason Parker in the amount of $1,800.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may all be seated.
Ms. Cooper claims the golf cart she used for her business was totaled and says her boyfriend is to blame for driving it while he was in a jealous rage.
State your name.
Victoria Cooper.
Sir.
Jason Parker.
All right. And ma'am, you're suing the defendant for $1,800, alleging that he crashed your golf cart and hurt your business.
Yes, he did.
Start with you. Where do you all know each other from?
We met on a dating app, and after 6 months of intense love and passion, fell in love on our first date. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it.
You better do it.
Admit it.
I recommend doing what she says.
Thank you, bailiff.
Just saying.
Are you single?
This is the issue right here, Your Honor.
Oh.
He's single.
I gotta see a little bit more how this case goes before
I'm single too.
Before I say anything. You know.
Okay, bailiff, sir.
And he got that bread.
He stole my golf cart, which was my business. It was a touring company.
A business, sir. A business.
He helped to fund.
I need to know about your relationship first so I can interpret properly what happened.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to find out. The context of the relationship. How did things go? How long were you together before the golf cart incident?
We were together for 6 months in total.
And how was that 6 months?
Well, it felt good to be loved.
Okay.
It had been a while. Just for context. So we...
Doc? She said that to you, Doc. She say it's been a while and look dead at you. My God. Tell me about the relationship. I guess it was so short. There's not much to tell me.
Well,
but 6 months, how did it go?
Well, Your
she
Honor,
said it felt well to be loved. She sounds like it went great up until the golf incident. Would you say that?
I was in love with her. I thought that I was going to marry her. I thought that she was the love of my life. I'm not embarrassed about that. But I even had bought out a wedding ring and picked one out for her, showed it to her and everything. I was working overtime, going out of town, taking work trips to pay for the ring.
Work trips.
What? Work trip, the work trip game.
Mm-hmm.
She has no proof that anything else went on, Your Honor. So I'm trying, Your Honor. I'm trying, Your Honor, to help her do something other than spend my credit card. So I bought her a golf cart so that she can,
You don't have good credit.
figure out something. I have enough to buy a new house in Venice. So I bought something
He means
so
downtown.
that I could help her get out the house.
Venice Street.
Yeah, Venice Boulevard. Big difference.
Venice Beach. Help her get out the house, help her do something productive.
I'm actually really productive.
Tell me about your business, and that's why we're here. So let's go to the golf cart. What happened here?
So I've been doing online social media in order to promote the golf cart. The business just started booming. I was taking people all over town, and it's electric, so it's also great for the environment. And I was on the beach one day. I was with my spiritual guru / mentor / CPR coach.
In a fur coat.
On
but
the
she
beach
cares
in
so
the fur
much
coat?
about the environment, but she's in a fur coat on the beach.
He's a breatharian.
No one even knows what that is.
He was teaching me breathing techniques.
He was teaching you how to breathe.
He was teaching me mouth to mouth on the beach.
Mouth to mouth.
I want to become a lifeguard now because he stole my life and my golf cart.
But this is before the golf cart. You wanted to be a lifeguard. Obviously, kissing this man in the mouth
to be a guru
on the
than a
beach.
lifeguard.
He was teaching me how to drive better.
Uh-huh.
With his tongue down your mouth.
We weren't together anymore. He didn't give me the ring.
Oh, you weren't together anymore.
No.
But tell me about the cart. And so
Yes.
you were at the beach.
So I was at the beach. I had parked right on the bike path, like very close to there. I have a great memory. So when I came back and saw that the golf cart wasn't there, I was mystified and shocked. So I called the police. The police were actually like 10 feet away and I didn't notice. So they just walked over to me and asked if I needed help. And I said yes, my golf cart had been stolen. And they asked me if I knew of somebody who might have an extra key because there were no broken pieces on the floor by the golf cart parking spot. And then I thought of him, Jason.
Coming up on Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
I mean, you actually have to work to do the business.
I have been
you can't
working. How am I
just
supposed
drive
to work
around
with a
and
broken
drink.
cart and a broken heart?
Okay.
And later,
You know, since you're over here all the time, you're making dents on my couch, you might as well pay for the new couch. And he was
So
nice
you must
enough
not
to-
have been very impressed with the intimacy.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Victoria Cooper, who is suing Jason Parker for property damage.
What did you come to find out?
What I came to find out was that Jason had in fact stolen.
How did you find that out?
Well,
Yeah,
the
how did you
police
find that out?
the police found it. It's neon green. It's the
Okay.
only neon green golf cart in supposed Venice Beach on Venice Boulevard in downtown. So then I went there and I had my own key. I saw that it was broken, the wheel was busted, the windshield was cracked. I was just barely able to get it out. My friend had a pickup truck with me,
Okay.
so we got it into the back of the pickup and I took it back.
Let me hear how you discovered it was him. That
It
caused
was parked in his
Oh,
driveway.
I missed that part.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have told you that. I came to his house. It was parked in the driveway, and there I found it with the wheel broken. I have
Let me see
pictures.
the picture, please.
And there it is.
Sir? Listen to you. What happened? She said she took it to the golf cart and she found it in your driveway damaged. So what happened?
I took back my golf cart. You can't steal something
Who paid
that
for
belongs
it?
to you. I did.
As what?
I
As a
paid-
gift or as a loan or it's yours?
I purchased it as a business partner. We were business partners. I'm the only one
What's
to
that
put
you
any
wanna
money
show me?
into the business.
You're the
She
only one that what?
Put any
Let's
money
go to
into
the agreement
business.
then. Were you all business partners, ma'am?
Yes, we
What
were.
was the agreement regarding your business and particularly as it relates to the golf cart?
We became business partners.
And what was it to be? 50-50, 80-20, 70-30?
He was to receive 20% within the first 3 years.
Each?
No,
20%
just
each?
No, I keep 80% of the business after I've made money up to $50,000 or to $50,000 within the first 3 years, then I would pay him 10%, which would be the full amount of the golf cart at that point. But I'm only 1 year into the business, and half of that time it's been broken.
So, the essence of this is you purchased some property on behalf of the business.
Yes, sir.
You owned 20% of the business.
No, sir. I own. She had to begin within 3 years. Once she made $50,000, she would have to begin sharing 20% of her revenue with me. In terms of,
And where are
she
we
never.
now? How far has it been? How long has it been?
Well, I mean, you actually have to work to do the
I
business.
have been
you can't
working. How am I
just
supposed
drive
to work
around
with a
and
broken
drink.
cart and a broken heart?
Okay.
Sir, what you
Yes.
just described is not a business interest, it's a loan.
Yes,
She's
sir.
paying you back a set amount versus an amount based on income to a split based on equity ownership. What you describe is not equity ownership. Equity, she owns 80% of the business, you own 20% of the business. And forever, until you say, I want to sell my 20%. Until then, you are an equity owner. You all don't have anything in writing?
We
You don't
have
have
an
a
agreement.
contract?
There's an agreement.
Oh, yeah, let me look at that. That makes this
Here's
a
an
lot
agreement.
easier. Because I'm just listening to you guys trying to figure it out.
Thank you,
if
Judge.
I'm able to read it, that gives me a little more insight. Jason Parker is entitled to receive 20% of the business revenue after you reach $50,000 in profit. This is a 3-year term agreement. So meaning, if you made $50,000 the first year, he would get 20%. Second year, 20%. Third year, 20%, and then it's over. That's what this is. Jason is to receive 20% of the business revenue after you reach $50,000. Yeah, it doesn't say what Jason is to give toward the business. It just says what Jason is to receive. So what was he to give? I don't see that part. And you don't have a contract unless it's a two-way. Can't be one way. It has to be he's receiving something and you're giving something, or the other way around. So what were you giving under this contract? I see yours to receive, but what were you giving?
I guess you said it was more of a verbal agreement that I would give her the golf cart and everything else would be subject to
There
this
you have it.
agreement.
You gave her the golf cart. So the golf cart was hers. Gave. It was hers. Once you present it, it's hers. And you damaged it. And therefore, I'm gonna grant her $1,800. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,800.
Any final words for each other?
You broke my cart, and then you broke my heart.
I'm just ready for the situation to be over.
I'll just grab your belongings and head this way.
Coming up,
I get a text from my boy, Marcus, talking about he caught her at a restaurant with some other man.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Jeff Morgan is suing Tiffany Smalls in the amount of $529.94. Mr. Morgan claims Miss Smalls misled him about their romantic relationship and says he was tricked into buying her a couch, and then she ghosted him.
State your name, sir.
Yes, Judge. I'm Jeff Morgan.
Ma'am?
Tiffany Smalls?
All right. And sir, you're suing the defendant for $529.94, alleging she misled you about the relationship and had you to buy a couch.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You're saying she defrauded you.
Yes, Your Honor. So I'm from Duncanville, Texas. I met Miss Smalls at a day party back in January, and we hit off pretty smooth. I thought things were going off pretty intimate. And then, you know.
Pretty intimate.
Yes, sir.
You didn't think before intimacy, did it go off all right?
I mean, it did. I went on 3 dates with her back in January.
Before the intimacy?
Yeah, of course.
All
I'm a
right,
gentleman.
but that was the first thing out your mouth.
Yeah.
The intimacy was all
Well,
right.
if you
She
point-
turned you out. That's why you here suing. You
So-
tell me about meeting him and how that proceeded.
Yes, Judge. So, like he said, we met in January at a day party, and we were seeing each other for a total of 4 months, and we were going on dates. You know, I like to make sure that I lead with intention in my relationships, and I want to know where things are going so that I'm not wasting my time. You know, I've got a biological clock, and 30 is creeping up, so I'm really trying to, you know, find a husband at some point. Things were going pretty well, and then we were spending about like one night a week at my place, and you know, I'd make dinner, we'd watch TV, he'd play games on the couch, and honestly, it was kind of getting worn in, so I was gonna replace it, and I did end up replacing it, and I was telling him, oh, like, you know, since you're over here all the time, you're making dents on my couch, you might as well pay for the new couch, and he was
So
nice
you must
enough
not
to
have been very impressed with the intimacy.
Coming up,
at least, you know, let's not fall into a relationship. You know what I mean?
No,
No?
no. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with the case of Jeff Morgan, who is suing Tiffany Smalls for fraud.
And why didn't you want a permanent? Why didn't you seek to have a long-term, perhaps permanent relationship with
I mean,
her?
I did, Judge. I mean, especially taking her out to all these restaurants in the beginning of our phases. I didn't want to jump into it, have her thinking I was trying to be sprung automatically, just being with her for about, 1 month? The second month, things start picking up. Third month, she asked about the couch, and what I do? I did it. Going into the fourth month, she started getting real cold on me, especially the week after I bought the couch. She didn't even mention that, right? The week after I bought the couch, everything was good. Second week I bought the couch, only come over to the house about 1 time out the week. Kind of weird. Third and fourth week of the month, gone. They hit me back, didn't respond to me. So I'm thinking she's sick, maybe some family issues going on. Then what? Oh, I get a text from my boy, Marcus, talking about he caught her at a restaurant with some other man.
You tell me what happened, ma'am, because I'm with him now. You done disappeared on him, and so you show up with another man.
Okay, so after he got me the couch, I was really, really grateful because, again, he didn't have to do that. But he started coming over 2-3 times a week, and he still hadn't asked me to be his girlfriend yet.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, well, what are we doing here? Because, like I said, intention's really important. I'm not trying to mess around with some guy, even if he
But if a
gets
man buy you a couch, there's some intention of girlfriend or relationship. There's some intention of a relationship.
You know, I felt like, Jeff buying the couch, we didn't even have a conversation about how many times we were going to be seeing each other. And I guess, it doesn't have to be like a strict conversation, but at least, let's not fall into a relationship. You know what I mean?
No.
No?
No.
How will Judge Mathis rule? Find out when Mathis Court returns.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. Sir, it's hard for you have to prove that this was fraud or that she misrepresented something. It was a gift, and it was an unconditional gift. You didn't have a condition. If you'd have said, I'll get you a couch if I can come over more, or if you'll stay with me and not see anybody else, and then she did it, then those would be the conditions. And if she didn't keep those conditions, then she would have breached the contract or the agreement, or will have misled you, defrauded you, or misrepresented her intentions with you. You haven't proven that. So I gotta dismiss your case. You're a good guy though. You'll find a nice lady and you'll find a nice man. But stop playing for couches. If you're gonna play, play. Have a good day, sir. Case dismissed.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
Do you two have any last words for each other?
Why'd you gotta play me for a couch?
Couch probably stink now anyways.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.